But first, days into a state government shutdown, why some argue public rest stops should be considered an essential service.
Minnesota, we need your rest stops.
12 News starts right now. The effects of the shutdown can be felt behind the wheel of a semi.
MnDOT was forced to close the state's 62 public rest stops, and as Renee Bonneau explains, semi-truck drivers say it's putting them in danger.
For some out-of-state truckers, this is their first impression of Minnesota.
When we crossed the state line, I passed about 7 rest stops that were all closed, and it was really inconvenient because I needed to use the restroom.
Truck drivers say they rely on rest stops as a safe place to sleep, take shelter, or fix emergencies.
If you blow a tire, if you have a problem with a brake, the rest stops are great places to pull in and work on your truck.
With dozens of state rest stops now off limits, truckers are forced to cram into places like this TA truck stop in Rogers or choose a riskier option.
I checked a couple truck stops out. They were full. And so what I did was just pulled on the off-ramp or the on-ramp from a rest area and went to sleep.
Truck drivers are caught in a squeeze between a state government that doesn't want to do its job and a federal government that's overly eager to do its job.
Federal law states if a trucker's been on duty for 14 hours, he must rest for 10 hours, no matter where he is.
Minnesota truck stops are already over capacity on different days at different times. You take that out of the equation, there just simply is not enough parking for truck drivers.
That's why Tuesday, the Minnesota Trucking Association testified to the state why it should reopen its public rest areas.
It's a bad deal.
President John Hausladen says rest stops or not, trucks will make deliveries. They say taking away commercial truck parking puts those drivers in danger.
Minnesota, we need your rest stops.
Now, the shutdown has also jeopardized truckers' ability to renew their commercial driver's license. The Minnesota Trucking Association will also testify to have the state reinstate that portion of licensing. And Mike and Shannon, both rest stops and commercial licensing were issues back in 2005 during the partial shutdown, and neither were reinstated during the 8 days of that shutdown.
All right, Renee, thank you very much.